Cops are just doing their job. You know, that's the problem with cops is you have douchebags just like you have douchebags that work at Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, there's just going to be a certain percentage of the population are going to be idiots. Like there's a guy recently who arrested a 15-year-old girl for taking photographs of her vajayjay and sending them to all the boys in class. They arrested this young girl for child pornography. They brought her to jail. And because of public outrage, they had to drop the case, and they charged her with 1 count of possession of criminal tools.
No, they do that all the time. 16-year-old girls show their breast and send it to their friends, and they might need to get in a little trouble from their parents, but certainly not arrested as a child pornographer.
Right. Well, it's those cops are dummies, you know, and it's like, you know, you're going to have that in all walks of life. You're going to have a certain...
I agree, but they're dummies with authority, with a corrupt system that protects them.
Yes, absolutely. It does protect them. Yeah, they protect each other as well, you know. It's a terrible situation.
But I mean,
I don't know what the solution is.
Well, here's an article out of McClatchy newspapers. They got the internal Goldman Sachs documents that Goldman Sachs, who headed up the private Federal Reserve, the Treasury Department, they had their people in all the government positions, knowingly bet against the housing market while telling people to invest in it to implode the market. So, is Dallas ready? Oh, okay, good.
You know, have you ever read Matt Taibbi's articles about it?
Yeah, Matt Taibbi writes articles making fun of me for 9/11 Truth. Then he comes along and waters everything down on the Rolling Stone about the private Fed, and everybody worships him. But I'm glad he's coming around a little bit.
Well, I think that what he's saying about the financial institutions is pretty powerful, because what he does is he breaks it down in a way that the average person can understand it. Like me, I have no background in finance whatsoever. Barely paid attention in high school to mathematics. My attitude was that if there's a calculator and there's batteries, I don't need that. There's other things to think about. I'm like, I don't want to waste.
And you've done well in business,
I
Joe.
got lucky. No, I haven't. I've just done well in comedy, and other people have done well in business for me. But, you know, that guy breaks the whole situation down in a way that someone like me, who doesn't have a background in economics, can understand it. And it's incredibly corrupt, incredibly deep.
But that's what I mean. You talked about corruption evolves. It always gets worse.
Yeah, it's everywhere. I mean, that's really the evidence that we see in the financial market, the evidence that we see right now with, you know, the economy falling apart. All of this corruption is just a symptom of a much greater evil. It's not like this is corrupt, but then you get to world banking and government, and oh, that's not corrupt. That part's okay. No, the whole system is in bed together.
Yeah, how did this idea ever get started that you can charge the balloon dad with the balloon kid for conspiracy, as they're talking about doing last time I saw on the news? A conspiracy can exist there to hype a reality TV show, but big banks and elites that are in power, they never conspire together.
Well, where's the story about the 4 tons of cocaine? Where is that? Why is that not in the news? Why are they not talking about it?
It was in Reuters, but nowhere in U.S. media.
And they dropped it like that. See ya. Nothing. Zero.
Listen, I see reports. There was an AP report of an 18-wheeler in South Texas with more than 4 tons of pure cocaine. The state police busted it. The FBI showed up, took it, and said, we're not telling you whose it is.
I believe it. You know, that whole, what was his name? Gary Webb, the guy who was involved in Mena, Arkansas.
And they killed him,
boy.
They
killed that guy. That guy was flying cocaine back and forth from other countries to America for years.
Well, he reported on the guy they killed, yeah. Bunch of guys they killed.
Yeah, and he was about to narc. They had him. He was on his way to the courthouse. He had George Bush's phone number in his pocket when he was assassinated. Hi.
Yeah, that was one of the pilots, and then Webb reported on that, so they killed him.
Yeah. Barry Seals, right? That was
Barry Seal.
Barry Seals, and then Webb as well.
No, I mean, they kill people that talk about
Rupert
this.
Guy, what do you think about him? He's the guy that...
I don't agree with his politics, but his info on CIA cocaine's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's all rock solid. That guy busted people. He busted people, was told to let it go because the CIA was selling drugs. I mean, that's the big accusation was that the CIA was...
Well, he had a CIA girlfriend who was sitting there guiding the aircraft in to New Orleans. As they were, that's the story he told. Just all sorts of wild stuff.
It's all crazy. It's amazing how little attention gets paid to this and how much attention gets paid to Balloon Boy and all these other stupid distractions. I mean, gay marriage. Do you think that anybody in government really cares about gay marriage? I mean, is that really an issue? It's a giant distraction.
Well, they do have those political football issues that are never going to be resolved.
Yeah, they're beach balls. They just toss them out into the crowd for a big distraction. You know, like the economy's imploding. Why are we at war? Why are we at war? Oh, gay marriage. Poof.
Oh, no, bird flu. Bird flu.
Whatever it is. Anything.
Swine flu.
Yeah. It's amazing how obvious it is. And that is also one of the reasons why drugs are illegal. One of the reasons why drugs are illegal isn't just the economic factor of it. It's the social implications of giving people things that change your consciousness, giving people something that resets your consciousness and allows.
Because the government wants a corner on that to use TV and culture to do the programming. They don't want you programming yourself.
And those don't.
And they want their Ritalin and their Prozac that they know is deadly.
Well, they also know they don't bring you unique ideas. Those things make you sedate, and they make you accept your situation, and they make you calm. What the drugs that the government is more afraid of are the drugs that aren't. It's not like money drugs. Like there's a lot of money to be made.
They're scared of hallucinogens.
How much? Yeah, how much money is there to be made in mushrooms? I mean, is there anybody got a mushroom?
No, because it can grow everywhere.
Yeah, but how come? Why? I mean, how come they have cocaine empires? And you ever watch like Cocaine Cowboys? And there's no mushroom empires. There's no.
That's because cocaine is geographically limited to one area. It's a perfect monopoly drug. So out of the thousands of drugs, it's cocaine and heroin the CIA controls that is all over our streets.
Yeah, that really probably is why it's so expensive. Because if you look at it, I mean, the making it illegal is what makes it valuable.